This is the easiest way to become the top 3% this year as fast as possible. Honestly, you can probably become top 3% in some way or another within the first 20 minutes of this live video right now that you're watching. Again, welcome back to the Edge Podcast. My real estate team has done $1.5 billion in transactions over the past few years, one of the top ranking teams as well throughout the country. And I've used these same principles I'm going to teach you on this live podcast, help you your goals as fast as possible, regardless if you're an entrepreneur, if you work a job, have a career, and so forth. All this will attain to you as well moving forward. So this is going to help you guys really get to the next level in your lives, become top 3% as quickly as possible, make more money, have more freedom, have more control, and create a bigger impact as quickly as possible. So make sure you stay tuned to the end as well. Have a free gift for you guys for watching the Elite Edge podcast, where top players go become elite world stars, world-class people. Without further ado, though, let's kind of hop into our training we have today. And Mary said, great topic. Thank you so much. I agree. This is all about goal setting and how to really hit your success. Right now, we are at the drop off where almost 90% of people have given up on their New Year's resolutions. Last week, we called Quitters Week. Most people quit all their goals and resolutions for 2025 about a week ago. But it's so important to understand these concepts I'm going to teach you guys today on this call, because this will help you get to your goals even faster, stay on track, and become top 3% super quickly, and maybe even higher. So without further ado, we're going to pop into our training here. You can see right here, this is all elite royal life training, setting financial goals for true success as quickly as possible. Now, what we'll cover today: why should we make goals? Identifying financial priorities. As you guys know, we teach our clients the appreciation of arbitrage, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, marketing, and you guys as well watching this podcast, all different categories. And financial priorities, to me, one of the most important ones. So this one concept will be in our life, no matter who we are and where we live. The power of SMART goals. Having a goal by itself is great, but having a SMART goal is even more imperative and important. And this is why having something that breaks down for the actionable steps makes all the difference. Because a lot of people will say, my goal for 2025 is to lose weight, or to gain muscle, or to make more money. But all those things are too vague. We need to have clear, concrete goals that to make it happen for us. And then there are 3 types of goals to set. Before we get too far into that, down below, what are your guesses? What guess do you have are the best goals to have in your mind? And while we're on that point, make sure you can drop some likes and some loves, tag your friends, share this video. Who do you know would love this kind of topics right now today by having the best life possible in 2025? And then lastly, we also break down adjusting goals, overcoming obstacles, which is all things you can go through. And don't forget, shut off all other screens. This is the most important thing you'll watch today. Treat this like you're going to make 6 to 7 figures next 12 months or sooner by watching this content, because you very well can. And don't forget to follow me and my wife on Instagram and YouTube. You type in our names, you'll find us on all platforms. We have even more value for you there as well, not just on our podcast or live videos, but for behind the scenes, what's going on, how to trust our life, so forth, luxury real estate, and so much more. And again, sell this course for other people. Let's help other people achieve freedom. This is free, unlike other gurus who want to sell you some program or some course. I have nothing to sell you unless it's the house. So besides that, I hope you buy or sell houses, nothing to sell you. I hope you have more success as quickly as possible when you watch our trainings. And for those who are new to who I am, my wife, and my team, again, my real estate team has done $1.5 billion in transactions. Yes, billion for B. One of the top teams in the entire country. I'm a host for a TV show. I reach millions of people every single month. Also, I've saved my clients on the buy side on one transaction over $363,000. My next highest was $261,000 saved from one house. So from a $1.2 to $800,000, give or take. And on the sell side, which we do mostly for our clients, I've made my client extra $150,000 more within 2 days from our marketing strategies, and been featured in publications like USA News, Maxim, Real Estate Today, Authority magazines. List goes on, for outperforming every single home and agent across America. You see here, we're also a best-selling author called Real Estate Secrets. I have another book coming soon as well that is top secret, but you're going to love that book even more than this one. And this book even passed the star from Selling Sunset, and right next to Brandon Turner from Bigger Pockets. And this is our team ranking of 2025. You can see we're top 13 at one point in time in all USA. Number 1 for Texas, number 1 for Austin week to date, and number two in all Austin, Texas. We also ranked high for Lakeway, Pflugerville, Kyle, Buda, list goes on. And I'm going to teach you guys in this call how I'm able to do all this stuff. I'm also a host for a TV show that we showcase our clients' listings or bios as well on the show. We get around 30 to 50 million views on Facebook alone, but the show is also on Amazon Prime, HGTV, Apple TV, and so much more. Getting tons and tons of views and exposures for our clients. And best thing about what I've done so far is that I'm not special. If I can do this, so can you. I'm gonna help you fast track that as quickly as possible. Again, if you don't know who I am, I was born with lead poisoning until I was 6 years old. And if you have lead poisoning, normally you die from that, because I'm mentally impaired for life. And luckily, I'm still here, and as far as I know, I'm pretty smart. I had a full ride in college, 4.0 GPA, all honors classes. I have a big real estate business now, and nothing really deterred me. But on top of that, though, I also was homeless off and on from 12 to 18, kind of to like 2022, actually. But really, from 12 to 18, I was homeless off and on, slept on couches, in cars, stairwells, friends' houses more often than not. Luckily, I had good friends back then. And since then, I invested over thousands of hours into marketing, psychology, business, real estate, and so much more, and over 6 figures into my skill sets and education as well. Last year alone, I invested over $80,000 for one coach and one mentor. I did more on top of that year as well. And I easily invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm going to teach you guys in this super quick call the best ways to have the massive amount of opportunity to grow your business, to grow your career, grow your life, and how you have true freedom, not just in terms of financials, but also in time. And also, number one thing is set up financial goals for true success. This is going to be a super imperative way for you guys to have massive success in your life. So first things first, what percent of people have a goal? What do you think? What percent of people have a goal? Who agrees? It's everyone, right? Everyone has a goal. That's probably what you think, right? What is your numbers down below? Then you might be thinking, well, of course everyone has one, but it's not quite true. So here's a little fun exercise for you guys watching this right now. I want you to write down a goal that you have for 2025 on a piece of paper. Take some time. Grab a paper, grab your phone if you need to. All right, so write that down, have it on a piece of paper. I have goals. You got my team that I work with film on my wall, on my laptop, on a piece of paper around me, on my phone, on notepads. I see my goals like 20 times a day, if not more. So write down your goal right now on a piece of paper. And like I said before, you're now top 3% in the whole entire world. So congratulations to you for being already top 3%. Because that is what it takes to become top 3% when it comes to goal setting. Because here's why. Studies have discovered this. 8% of people achieve their New Year's resolution. Last week was Quitters Week. People all stopped doing resolutions after around 3 weeks. So you go to a gym like I did at Lifetime Fitness. I noticed the first 2 weeks was packed full of people, and now it's back to normal. Not much has changed. But also, 83% of people has no goals. That's crazy, right? You're watching this right now, you probably have a goal. You're part of the Elite Edge podcast. You're one of the people who are already top players trying to become world class, which is why you're here right now with us on the Elite Edge podcast. But 83% of people has no goal for the new year. They're just living life the same way for 5, 10, 20 years in a row, and nothing changes. Now, 14% of people have a goal in their mind, but it's not written down. So again, a lot of people say, oh, my goal is to lose weight. My goal is to make more money. My goal is to fix that relationship I have with so-and-so. And by having those things, they have a goal in mind, keyword in mind, but only 3% of people have a goal written down. If you right now watching this, you're not done so already, here's your chance. Write down your goal on a piece of paper. It can be super small, be lose weight, buy a dog, meet my new spouse or new boyfriend or girlfriend, to make more money, you name it, put it on a piece of paper. And right now, the top 3% in the entire world for that one small action. But let's make that a reality. But having goals is nice, but without a deadline, it's just a dream. So everything in life starts with goal/vision. Right now, you're watching me on this podcast. Someone had a goal to make a laptop or a TV or a camera, and now it's reality. Everything in this whole world at one point in time is not here until someone envisioned it and made it into reality. So here's the proven and repeatable process designed to help you to achieve the most goals as fast as possible in 2025 that I've done every single year for the past over a decade now. Number one, why should you make goals? This is the most important determining factor to know what you want. Why should we make goals? One, it gives us direction and purpose. It's our North Star. Your North Star will keep you anchored into your goals, into your vision. That's why a lot of people who you see who are making big changes to the world, making massive impact, lots of money, they have a North Star in mind. And that North Star keeps them on track. Because it's really easy to get distracted, especially nowadays with all these shiny objects. You have AI, you have cryptocurrency, you have real estate, you have a new buzzword out there. There's so many things out there that gets us distracted. And to really have a super powerful goal in mind, like for me, my big goal is to one, make my real estate brokerage into a multi-billion-dollar company, but also more importantly, is to make cities like Dubai help billions of people around the world. That's my North Star. If I asked you, if you guys know Gary Vaynerchuk, what is his big goal? You probably say to buy the Jets. You know his North Star. So for you, you should know your North Star more, mine or somebody else's. Next one is to help with measuring progress. If it's not measured, it's not going to be tracked. If it's not tracked, you can't measure it. So if it's not tracked, you cannot measure it. And have no real progress. If I want to lose weight and I'm not tracking my macros, my workouts, my weight gains, and so forth, I will never get them. I'm just too willy-nilly. So measuring our progress is imperative for this, having goals written down. Our next one, it helps us keep us motivated and focused. If I'm discouraged one day, I look at my wall and see, oh, my goal is to give my child the best life ever, I'm now re-anchored. Also, taking my family, my wife, I'm now re-anchored. So I see my goals on my piece of paper every single day, many times a day, but a few times I look at it super deeply to remind myself what I'm trying to do and why I'm doing it. And here is the magic thing here. You'll be 10 times more likely to achieve it. And some say that it's actually a 76 to 90% success rate by having your goal written down. By just having that goal written down, you're almost 90% likely to achieve it. Bonus points. The goal you have right now, a piece of paper you wrote down a little bit ago, I want you to times 2. So that goal was to bench 150 pounds, make it 250 pounds. If that goal was to lose 2 pounds, make it 4 pounds. Obviously, do it for your health reasons. If it actually fits your goals. If it's like going to hurt you, don't do that. But your goal is to make $100,000 this year, make it $200,000 this year. Double that. Because you fall short, you're still going to exceed your initial goal. And then it also allows us to readjust and pivot. If I have my goal on a piece of paper and something's not working for me, I can say, oh, I can now fix this. Like for me, I have a sit down with my wife and my team every week, every quarter, every month, every year to kind of readjust my goals and make sure I'm on track to hit that. Number 2, identify financial priorities. Focus is key when achieving goals. Focus is popular right now. We just broke down why you should have goals and how to have a mindset to become top 3% in the whole world, which is super simple. Just write down the goal on a piece of paper. Once you do that, it's so much easier now to kind of stay on track with your goals. But now, let's help you identify financial priorities. Because it's going to be hand in hand on goal studies. So every person is different, so you need to have different priorities. If your goal is to have a comfortable life and live on a farm, it's different from my goal. If your goal is to have a huge business, you probably want to spend more money on ads and staff and branding and PR than someone who's not trying to do that. So your priority is going to change based on what you're trying to do, which is why it's so important to have a one-on-one call with like a financial planner or with a CPA or so forth. If it's real estate, call me. I can help you in that regards. But I don't do financial planning because I'm a real estate person, obviously. Again, my team is in $1.5 billion transactions over the past few years, so I focus on that key expertise. That's what I'm good at. But everything is different, so you need to know what is your priorities. So, needs versus wants. So, I'll help you guys kind of fine tune this a little bit to get you in the right direction. But again, talk to your own accountant and so forth. I'm not an accountant. So, needs versus wants. Personal versus family goals. So, you have a few different categories here. One category of your financial priorities is needs versus wants. So, if I go back real fast, needs is like, I need a car for my business, or I need a laptop for my business. I need a phone for my business. I need to have the MLS to find homes for my clients or sell homes for my clients. Those are needs. Wants like I want a Lamborghini. Do I need it? No. I want it? Yes. Or I want a new Rolex. Or I want a new pair of shoes. All these things are wants. Do I want a new restaurant to eat out at every single night? Wants versus needs. Personal or family goals. Again, these are separate things. My personal goals are different than my family goals. Kind of in hand. But for my family, I want to have the best life possible for them, to give them what they need and what they want, to pay for cleaners, to pay for a house manager, to pay for a chef for us. All these things is for my family goals to make our life easier. For personal goals, me buying a new Porsche is personal, but also business. I use it for branding and marketing. All these things go in line to different goals what you're trying to do for yourself. Me having my office in my house is a personal goal because I can now have an ease of making content, helping with people, helping my clients, and so forth. And then one is going to be future aspirations. What are your financial priorities for future things? Is that buying a new employer, or buying a new car? Is that paying for new staff members, writing more ads? Is that going to college to get a better job you have now? Or a trade school, or a new skill set, buying books? What kind of things will help you get to the next step in 1, 3, 5 years, 10 years from now? And then rank your financial goals in order of importance and urgency. Not just importance. You need to have both importance and urgency. So create your budget. This should already be done by now. So we did this probably about a month and a half ago. I broke down how to create a budget. So you're not seeing that yet, go back to my podcast or my YouTube videos. You can see it there. I have a whole hour-long free training that breaks down how to make a budget, the best of the best way you can possibly do it. And I think I spent $10,000 to $20,000 to think for that program that I invested in a couple years ago to learn those skill sets as well. So make sure you guys take advantage of that because it's totally for free for you. I already spent 5+ figures to do that. And then map out the ideal timeline to follow. If your goal is a 1-year goal, then how can you break that down to measurable steps on a monthly basis, weekly basis, daily basis, and hourly basis? So it could be paying off debts, it could be buying a new car, it could be buying new ads, it could be trying to find ways to attend new scholarships or colleges. How much you need to save every single month to get there. Same for your goals as well. And then number 3, the power of SMART goals. As a goal without a plan is only a dream. Again, a goal without a plan is only a dream. So you don't have a true goal in mind, it's only a dream. But it's so important to understand how having a SMART goal helps you get there even quicker. So who here knows what a SMART goal is? Down below, do hashtag goals. Hashtag goals down below in the comment section if you have ever seen goals before, or these SMART goals before. So SMART goals is kind of a super advanced strategy that we use a lot of times. In my college I went to, we learned this in one of my classes for psychology, and it made a huge impact on me moving forward, having my goals happen quicker. So 1 is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So I have all these things broken down. I can have a specific goal saying I want to make $3 million in 2025. That is my specific goal. And it's measurable. I can measure $3 million. Or it could be like, I want to help 100 families in 2025. Same thing. It's measurable. It's achievable. I've seen people do that before, and many, many times. I've seen people make $20 million in my career, my profession. I've seen people help hundreds of people in a year with a small team like I have. So I can see these things already happened before. It's achievable. So for A, make sure you find what's happening in real world scenarios and see what are they doing and how long did it take them to do that. So let's say you're year 1 in your career, find a North Star who's a different person who's maybe 1, 2, 3 years ahead of you and say, okay, in 2, 3 years from now, I can do what they're doing because if I have this in my benchmark, I can now measure and achieve the same results. Then realistic. Again, if people are not doing that goal, it's not realistic. I want to make sure I'm on realistic timelines. But at the same time, I will add to be unrealistic. When I do this, I have 2 R's. It's like SMART goals. So I have a realistic goal and a unrealistic goal as well. Let's do parentheses R, make it RR. That allows me to have a bigger goal if I fall short on these aspects. I will still get them. And then timely. So 1 year, 1 month, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. And I will tell you, there is no goal too big. Let that sink in. There is no goal too big if you have a long enough time horizon. So write that down. There is no goal too big as long as I have a long enough time horizon. If I do that, I can achieve almost anything in the world. So you can look up the past, with the Wright brothers and so forth, Thomas Edison and so forth, all these people have made massive, massive strides in our world, in our society. They had huge goals that they focus on for years and decades. Number 4, the 3 types of goals to set. Not all goals are created equally. So again, down below, what are your guesses? What do you think are the 3 types of goals to have moving forward? And don't forget, guys, make sure you smash that like button, tag your friends. Who do you know that would love this kind of content? Again, I go live every single Monday and Friday. On Mondays, I break down all things business, psychology, real estate, marketing, entrepreneurship, finances, and so much more, helping you become not only top players, but world-class people. And on Fridays, I bring on the best of the best to come on my podcast and share their experiences as well. Again, this is a big collaboration and mastermind. Make sure you tag your friends down below, subscribe to this channel. We go live for you guys every single week, twice a week. And number 4, the 3 types of goals to set. The first one are your short-term goals. That is the best one to have in the beginning. So this is 0 to 1 year. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, wait, 1 year is a short-term goal? Exactly. 1 year is a short-term goal. Anything less than a year is short-term to me. And to most people who are doing massive things in their lives. I have plans that of after I'm dead that have like steps even for it. That for my kids, for my empire that I'm building currently, I'm thinking decades and centuries from now of how you can have massive results. So short-term goals. And having short-term goals will be broken down to a few things when it comes to finances. So it's having an emergency fund, having small debts paid for, planning vacations. These are all small goals. Emergency fund, $1,000. It's not as hard as you think to save up $1,000. And also, the sad thing is, I think I saw before, it's like 90% of people in America has less than $1,000 saved for emergency funds. Less than $1,000. And it's not as hard to do. You save $70 a month, you'll get there. So $70, $80 a month, you'll get there before you know it. And it's a 1 year thing. Paying off small debts or planning vacations. Now, the next one is medium-term goals. This is 1 to 5 years. You can see, went from a little war chest, a little pouch of money, to now a castle. This is medium-term goals. These are bigger. Medium-term goals is down payment for a house, big loans, a new car. All these things are massive goals to have next 1 to 5 years. You want to buy a house? You should save up for it. It takes anywhere from 0 to 20% down payment, sometimes 25% down payment. That's your range there. So I can buy a house that is a 0% down payment by using USDA loan or rural land things or incentives to pay down my down payment. Or if I'm doing a first-time homebuyer loan, I can do 3.5% down. And this allows me to buy a house for almost nothing, and I can probably save that in 1 year instead of 1 to 5 years. So again, your goal will change to make sure you know what you're aiming for. And then, of course, big loans, payoffs, student loans, massive debt you've done for having maybe a bad year or over leveraged yourself and so forth, or new car. And then long-term goals. This is the crown. This is the empire. This is 5+ years. So 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now are big goals. This is retirement plans. This is cool funds, big investments. Buy complexes. Try and pay for your school, your kids' colleges. Trying to make a portfolio in real estate or cryptocurrency or your Roth IRA and so forth. These are all big things that won't happen overnight. Massive goals. All the ways to fast track this, of course. But overall, you should be safe at the same time. It's not about getting rich, but getting rich for sure. And staying wealthy for sure. And this is how you do it. Having these kind of goals. So write this down, take a picture real fast, have these type of goals for yourself. And that'll help you guys really have massive results in your life. Having these 2 types of goals. The next one is adjusting goals and overcoming obstacles. We are humans. Every single day in our life, we'll have some kind of obstacles moving forward. So for ourselves, we'll make sure that we are breaking down obstacles for ourselves so we're not stuck and feeling discouraged. So every single day, this is what we're going to do moving forward. So our next one on this point is review your progress weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. And I will honestly add even daily. So I see my goals. You can see right here. I have a thing I call the SBA and Self Manifesto. My Self Manifesto and SBA is what I look at every single day. And it has my goals, my vision boards, my reminders, my flywheel, what I've done so far in my life, and notes to myself, and more, and even a little daily tracker, keeping me on track every single day. And I see this in the morning when I first wake up. My theta waves are still kind of going off. I can kind of program my subconscious mind, which is 90% of all reality. And if I go to bed, then I have my goals on my laptop area. I see every single time, 3 times a day. I look at it super deeply and so forth. So daily is good, but also you can do it weekly, monthly, and quarterly, and yearly. And then set milestones to hit and reward along the way. If your goal is to make $100,000 in 2025, that means that my goal is to make 8.3K. If your goal is to make $1 million in 2025, because most of my listeners here are probably already doing 100K more often than not. If you don't worry, you'll be there before you know it. But most of my listeners here are in the luxury spaces. $1 million is $83,000, $330 per month. How many clients do you need to get there? How many new homes you need to get there? How many new flips you need to get there? How many wholesale transactions you need to get there? What is that number? And then break down a milestone to be that regards. For me, if I did 8 transactions a month, I'd be there. Or if I did 2 big transactions a month, I'd be there. And how long would it take me to find the clients, the responses, the follow-up, and so forth to that threshold? And then also anchor rewards along the way. Because we have no reward system behind that, we will say this is a waste of time. This is why games are so addicting. Because you get rewards so quickly. Oh, I beat the boss, I leveled up, I got a new sword, a new shield, and so forth. I'm getting rewarded along the way because I'm more anchored into my video game. Now for this, the same exact thing is true for life. How can I anchor myself? Money is an anchor, it's a reward, but I want to buy a new car, a new suit, a new X, Y, and Z, a new laptop to reward myself to my brain. Oh, wow, this is worth it. If this makes sense so far, guys, make sure you smash that like button, tag your friends, share this video, show some love. If this is helping you guys a lot in 2025, have massive success. And then number 3 is adjust your goals based on income changes or life events. Let's say you have a super big month, then adjust your goals accordingly. Or you got a bonus at your job, adjust accordingly. But also, plan for the opposite sometimes. If your car just broke, adjust accordingly. If you had a death in your family, Lord forbid that did not happen, but if that did happen, adjust accordingly. Life is unpredictable. That's why for me, my safety fund, I have like 6 to 12 months of reserves. And that's for my business and for my life. So I have a huge reserve because I know things can happen. I'm always trying to find more capital, making more money, and so forth, to have that war chest, making more secure moving forward. And I can adjust accordingly based on new life events on the way. And then seek out accountability and support. Reach out to me, watch these videos, get connected to people in our community where we have for you who are still life-minded. To find these people and go from there. And never stop learning and investing in yourself. I just got involved in Ryan Serhant's coaching program. It's not cheap. And I bought his program this year. I'm always trying to grow and learn. Last year, I spent $80K for coaches and mentors and other programs as well to learn more skills. And by doing that, I'm able to fast track and collapse my time when I'm doing things. Like right now, you watch me, you can collapse time, hit your goals quicker. Because one information can change your whole life. You're one connection away. Not just a human connection, but a knowledge connection, a thought connection, and so forth. Learn and understand human psychology. This is taking super imperative. When I was just getting started entrepreneurship, I read books about business and about finances and about mindset and about sales and marketing. And now I read books about human psychology, philosophy, and so forth. That is more imperative for me Everyone runs on this. Billionaires think like this on psychology, philosophy, and history. And millionaires think in terms of sales and marketing. This is a really, really powerful system. So right now, take a picture of this and let you guys know how powerful it is. This thing to me is so powerful. I have it on my phone. So this is what I use every single day for myself. It's on my phone. I use this like a rule of thumb. And this is the human psychology in a nutshell. This works for everything, not just for business or for finances. This is for your diet, relationships, for new jobs, everything. New habits, new hobbies, and everything goes on. This is a really powerful way to kind of see what's going on. So number one is uninformed optimism. When I see a new career, a new cryptocurrency, a new real estate deal, I'm uninformed on the opportunity. So I'm optimistic. So I see a new thing, okay, this looks really good. Let's try it out and see what happens. A uninformed optimism. You have no clue if it's hard or easy. So like real estate is a great example. People see real estate and think, wow, it's so easy. I watched selling Sunset and they sold a home for $5 million the first day. That looks easy until you actually do it and you see what it takes to make that happen. So I'm going up this hill and I see, oh, now I'm in informed pessimism. Informed pessimism is now I'm saying, oh, I just found out that this new diet is not fun. I missed eating carbs. I missed eating ice cream. I thought it'd be easy. I was uninformed beforehand. Now I'm informed. Now I'm pessimistic. Or, oh, this new brokerage is so great. And I joined the new brokerage to find out, oh, wow, it's actually harder than I thought. So I built a business. Dating, the same thing. Oh, this new person, I'm uninformed, optimistic about this new person here. They look so great. They have no red flags. A month later, 2 months later, I'm now informed of the red flags. Now I'm in informed pessimism. Then from here, it's crisis of meaning. What normally happens is people go from informed pessimism to, oh, wow, this is no fun. I don't like this anymore. This new diet is not fun. This new job is not easy. This new person is annoying. List goes on. This is what happens in human psychology and everything, not just in business, but everything. And this is what normally happens. People will avoid this feeling of crisis meaning. Most people don't crash and burn because people keep on living. People do that, and my condolences to those that happens to. But more often than not, you have crisis of meaning, which means I go back to new opportunity. I say, oh, this new partner is the best. This new marketing strategy is the best. I thought it was Instagram, now it's YouTube. I thought it was YouTube, now it's Facebook. I thought it was flipping, now it's wholesaling. I thought it was wholesaling, now it's appreciation arbitrage. I'm moving back and forth from new things. Diet the same way. Oh, I thought I loved being a omnivore. Now I'm a carnivore, or now I'm a vegetarian. I'm moving to new diets every single month and so forth. Is what happens. And then we fall into this vicious cycle of crisis of meaning to uninformed optimism to informed pessimism, back to informed crisis of meaning, informed optimism, informed pessimism, and goes on and on and on. And this is why people never have massive success in their life. Because if I'm going back and forth and restarting every so often, I will never beat the game. I'm a huge nerd, if you guys don't know this about me, and I played Skyrim growing up and Zelda and so forth. If I was to quit halfway through because it got hard, the game would never be beaten. Same is true for life. If I am trying to become a big real estate person and I quit and go to mortgages or into life insurance, I will never achieve that goal. Same for you guys watching this. What your goal is, if you keep on switching every so often, it will not happen. But here is the secret. Come close. Every single thing in life has manure. The grass is not green on the side just for fun because there's manure there and they water it. That's how it happens. So if I'm in now informed pessimism about this new opportunity, diet, person, and so forth, I discovered the manure there, and I have two options. I can then go to crisis of meaning, to uninformed optimism again, to new opportunity, or I can break the cycle and break past this to informed optimism, which just means that now I'm informed of how hard it really is. That having a diet is not fun. If I track my macros, go to the gym once a day or once a couple of days, I'll hit my goals. If I make more videos, I'll help more people. If I read books about dating or marriages, I can talk to my wife better and so forth. All these things are a big part of that as well. That's why it's so imperative to make sure we understand what we're trying to get ourselves into and know what it takes. Which is why finding outside North Stars people to remind us, oh, if they can do it, so can you. Is this helpful, guys? So, quick summary. Why should we make goals? We have goals in our life because having them allows us to have more success in doing so. And also allows us to make sure we're on track and can track what's going on. And by having a piece of paper, you're top 3% in the world in that one small action. Number two, we identify financial priorities. We have different priorities for each person, from personal and family, from our business, from a operational standpoint. All these things have a huge methodology when it comes to our life and what we're doing. And I agree, Mary. This is by far the best graph. It's on my phone. I even consider having a tattoo of this on my body because I love it so much. I don't do that though because it's silly to me, but it is really, really powerful. Number three, the power of SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Having a goal on a piece of paper with a plan in line makes it go from a dream to a real goal and then to reality. We broke down the three types of goals to have. You have the short-term goals, 0 to 1 years. You have medium goals, 1 to 5 years. You have the long-term goals, 5+ years. Then we have our last one, adjusting goals and overcoming obstacles. Again, life is full of obstacles. That is the human experience. But if I can adjust and overcome these, you'll hit your goals even quicker. Now, guys, down below, ask your questions for us. If I don't see it on this live video, on this live podcast, no worries. I'll come back to answer your questions for you. And don't forget to tag your friends, share this video, who you know love this kind of content moving forward. And as always, my favorite quote to add to every single episode I do these, for this kind of content at least, by Tony Robbins in this case, the most important thing you can do to achieve your goals is to make sure that as soon as you set them, you immediately begin to create momentum. Momentum goes in two ways, down and up. So if I am invested, I'm doing my activities, I can achieve my goal. If I'm not doing these activities, then it's very hard for me to achieve my goals. So if I have momentum of bad habits, it will stack on top of each other. But momentum of good habits is like eating good, waking up on time, working out, walking, and so forth. I will do more things in my life. And as always, thank you all so much for watching our live Elite Edge podcast, where top players go become world class. And this is helping you guys have massive success in your life, not just financially or in business, but in all areas. See it down below. Tag your friends, share this video. Who you know love this podcast. And I'll see you guys in the next one. The best day yet. I believe in you, and you got this.